Hello guys and welcome to my channel. I'd like to first of all thank all my subscribers for subscribing to me, and hopefully I can keep uploading content that would be interesting to you. But yeah, thank you very much for being my subscribees. Okay, so now we are going on a virtual ride, and I'm just about to go off and just hit the shop there. I might have to make another stop because that shop didn't have the water that I wanted, so I might have to make another stop on the way. Just unlocking my bike, I use a zip tie lock, as you can see, and the zip tie lock is quite useful if you just want to quickly go into a shop for like less than a couple of minutes. I also have my kryptonite lock, which is a much stronger lock as well if I need to lock it up for a long time. And yeah, I usually carry those two when I'm out on my journeys. So yeah, this is my area, and I'm just going to start off with riding on the road here, and then we're going to ride on the road until we get to the off-road area. So I'm just going to excuse the little flappy strap on there. Every now and then you probably will see it pop up, but hopefully it doesn't spoil the virtual ride. So if you've got an indoor trainer, if you've one of those people who go on Strava and all that, then join me on the virtual ride and use this as inspiration. The video lasts about 40 minutes, so that is a short ride really. The actual ride that I done on here lasted about an hour, but I got rid of some footage because a lot of it was me stopping and letting people past and stuff like that. So once you edited all that out, then it just reduces the amount of footage that you have. So yeah, I'm just hitting the park area right now, so hitting the bike lane there, and soon I'll be hitting the park area as well. It's quite pedestrianised, this area, so that's pretty good. The cycle lanes that lead to the park as well. So coming into the park, there's a little bit of a hill that you have to climb. It doesn't look like it on camera, but it is quite a steep hill in the park. So that goes up for a little bit past the building, as you can see on the left hand side. And it's a nice little warm up anyway at the beginning of the ride to get warmed up. If it's like a cold day as well, I always like to speed on this part here and just speed up the hill so I can warm up a little bit. And yeah, once you get to the top, then it's just mostly downhill and flat surfaces, so pretty good. It took me a while to find this route. It's actually a massive ring route, but I haven't recorded the whole journey. I just recorded parts of the journey so that you could just see the virtual ride and just use it as an assistance. But it's a really nice off-route ride, and you can avoid the roads. You have to cross a few roads, obviously, to get to certain places, but from here, like from the park here, it just takes you along a river, and then you sort of follow in like off-route lanes and things like that, nature reserves and little parks. So it's a pretty good route, and it also circles my area as well. So that's pretty cool. So I can start off at one spot and then finish in the same spot. So that's a pretty decent ride. Yeah, the ride in total in terms of distance is about 25k. So it's not a long ride really, and it's just a daily one that I do. Sometimes I'll go on a longer ride, which is planned out a little bit more and incorporates different areas and things like that. But this is literally sort of, it just covers like 3 postcodes in my area, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, it's a very therapeutic route. This is. It has a lot of nice scenery and nature reserves and things like that. So it's really nice and quiet, and we got a few people that you have to dodge, a few dogs and dog walkers and fellow cyclists, fellow walkers, you know. So yeah, but initially the journey's pretty chilled. Coming through. So we're just heading out of the park now. We're just following the park lane out into the road again, and it's just going to be a little short road, and then we'll go back into park territory, a different park. Coming through. She's got Thank you. I think those of you who are from this area would recognise it anyway. But I'm just going to advertise it. So they're just taking a little detour here to go to the shops and get some water. Coming through. Yeah, so I overheard a really strange conversation in the shop with the checkout lady. So yeah, just yeah, tune in, listen to what she says. Yeah, I don't usually lock it like this with my cable tie with the back wheel on. Um, it's only because the security guard's standing there, and you know he's watching the bike as well, so it's not too bad in that respect. So yeah.
I do, mate, you're right.
Excuse me, where's your water?
Large bottles, little bottles.
Um,
Little bottles just there, and large bottles last style.
That's the.
Large bottles last style.
I don't think he'll get charged on for it. He took behaviour as well. They call it armed robbery for nothing, did I? 150 myself.
Thank you.
It's funny how she's mentioned armed robbery and then she nicely said 150, my darling. So after that detour, we're coming back en route again. So we're going to go through a series of like nature reserves and parks, things like that. So enjoy.
Thank you, mate. Hey? I know.
Yeah, he's right. It is a bit of a pain in the bum. Usually they leave that bit open, but I don't know why they've closed it today. So this route takes me to the canal. Then once we sort of get onto the canal, then we can, it sort of like turns back on itself again. So again with canal route as well. So it should be, it's getting pretty scenic
Coming
right
through.
now.
Cheers. Thank you.
We're following a river at the moment, so yeah, it's going to get pretty scenic. So, just on the hill now, a little hill.
Coming through.
So yeah, there's little interaction with the road as much as possible, just going through traffic lights and things like that. So I did this course on my Street Fighter build the other day, and that bike is so fast, it's unbelievable. This hybrid bike is pretty fast as well. We've only got 32mm tyres on today, so it is pretty nifty and pretty fast, but the road bike, it makes it look or feel really slow. So I'm riding now and I'm
Thank
like,
you.
I'm putting the same effort in, but I'm not really going like a high speed. I think I was doing an average speed of 25 kilometers per hour. On the road bike, on the smooths, you know, you're gonna get a much faster time. I don't know why. I think it's, you know, just the lightness of the bike and the thinness of the tires. You know, a bit more streamlined, I suppose. You know, and you're in a slightly more aggressive position, so you just makes for a faster, you know, faster time. I would say that the hybrid, I mean, this hybrid bike is much more enjoyable though to ride. You know, you do enjoy the scenery and on this particular course. So you know, different bikes for different disciplines, I suppose. But yeah, the road bike is pretty fast, man. Yeah, it took me quite a while to piece together
Coming
this
through.
ride.
Thank
I
you.
was always hitting sections of this ride here, usually when I used to go out on my bike rides, and eventually I kind of worked out the different areas, as I had just moved in back then, so I was still getting to know the areas anyway. So piecing together all the different journeys that I made just helped me to put
Coming
together
through.
this one here, which is my usual route. Yeah, I really wish I brought my bow with me. I always forget it. If I use another bike, I always leave it on that bike and then forget to put it on the bike that I'm going to ride. Before I leave out, I don't check. So I am shouting a lot here. I'm saying coming through and all that stuff. So
Thank
yeah.
you.
So as you can see, there were a couple of roads to cross. This is sort of the last stretch before we hit the canal, and then we get back out onto a road again. It's a slight uphill on that road, and then we begin to hit the canal. So this hill coming up, it's actually quite steep. You can't really tell on camera, probably where the camera's angled, but it is a quite steep hill, and I used to struggle up this hill, I remember, and there's a few people who overtook me and they're like, come on, like, you know, encouraging me, and eventually I can just hit this hill now and speed up it. You know, legs have got stronger, body's got a bit fitter, so after a regular, you know, doing this on the regular route, then you kind of get used to the little hills and the areas where you have to put a bit more effort in. And at this point I usually stop for a rest as well, but I just gainfully rode through it, so that was pretty cool. Apologise for the strap in front of the camera there. I think it does go eventually. I'm not sure exactly what was causing it. I think it was my strap on my camera holder. So yeah, excuse that. So we're coming to the end of the canal bit here now. There's a little sort of ramp that goes up and across, and it will take us onto the opposite side of the canal. And we sort of use that so we can again hit a little bridge to cross it. You have to sort of go across it. You can either carry on or go back on yourself. Like the graffiti on this wall, I always see some artists here doing a bit of spraying on the wall. I always compliment them as well, much appreciated. Makes it look really decorated and pretty nice. A lot of people would say, yeah, it looks really ghetto, but I think it looks really nice. It makes the building look more interesting. So the scenery is really nice around here, and I'm just hitting the bridge now that I'm going to turn left on. I can either carry on, go right or go left here. So
All right.
I want that then.
Yeah.
I've got to put up with it.
Oh, right.
It's fast.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you.
That's all right. You got a good grip. You got a good grip. See you later. Coming through.
Where are we? I don't know where.
So yeah, I'm going to order another bell because I can't really have any journeys without it. It's very important, especially on this kind of journey where you've got a lot of people on the road and stuff. And you know, it is an effort to have to shout coming through every time. You feel a bit of a knob sometimes as well doing it, but at the end of the day, yeah, I've got to remember my bell.
Coming through. Coming through. Thank you. Coming through.
So this is where the gravel tyres come in useful.
Thank you.
It's quite bumpy here. A lot of the tree roots are going underneath the path, so it just makes it really bumpy. And you can see the camera shaking up and down in these bumpy areas. That's why I like to bring the hybrid out or the ATV mountain bike out on this route. I can do it with the road bike as well. But I have to go slower at this point. Can't be going as fast as I'm going at the moment. Again, it doesn't look it, but we're coming up a steep hill. And again, I usually get off the bike at this point, but managed to persist through it. So it takes you out onto a road, and then that's another little hill, and then it will take you back onto the canal again. So this is like on one side of the tunnel, and then the other side of the tunnel is up the street and turn right. Really strange, but Yeah. Yeah, always at this part after the hill, I'm panting like mad. And this is like what I call recovery lane. So here we are, we're coming to the other side of the canal now, and we're kind of going back on ourselves, back into my area, so to speak. So yeah, this is sort of like past halfway through the journey now. So it's still got like a gravelly sort of bumpy surface. It has been raining as well recently, so there's a bit of mud in here as well. But yeah, the hybrid bike is very good in this condition anyway.
Coming through on the right. Thank you.
So some nice scenery around here, pretty relaxing, pretty chilled. At this point I'm past halfway through my journey now, so I've kind of warmed up now and sort of persisting through it. Yeah, nice and chilled scenery. Yeah, I don't want to really want to be riding too fast on this part anyway. Just enjoy the view.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, really?
It does frustrate you a bit sometimes when people can see you coming and they're kind of like taking the time and, you know, organising their dog or whatever they're doing, and you know they don't realise that you have to stop for a while and then start, you know. But it's a shared path, so I can't really complain. Loads of canal boats here. This is kind of like a canal mechanical garage, or garage for canals, so that's why they're all sort of parked up there. I think a lot of people moor up in this area as well, just because there's a lot of people here, I suppose, so it's like a little community, and you see a lot of canals around here.
Thank you.
Yeah, I've had a few interactions with dogs on the canal. I've been chased by a few as well. One in particular, a mature woman, shall we say, and she had a little, one of those little terrier dogs, and this dog was just out to get me. It was just chasing me, trying to bite my tires, trying to bite my feet, and all I heard the woman was, she was talking to the dog like it was a 5-year-old child. It was like, well, don't do that. Don't bite him. Don't bite him. What are you doing that for? Come back here, like, you know. And the dog just wasn't listening to her. At the end, I had to stop the bike and, you know, get off the bike literally and just wait for her to control it. Ridiculous.
Come on, Hannah, this way.
You notice it's always the sister that tells the brother to stop crying. You know, it's quite funny. I see it in my family as well. Ridiculous. Okay, a little gravel action downhill. Not long.
Cheers.
Okay, we're gonna have a little. This is a little rest area here. And I show the bike off as well. Have a little bit of water, and just chill and enjoy the scenery around me. Yeah, I haven't done much with this bike really. I've upgraded the brake pads so that I've got some gold looking brake pads as well to go with all the gold bling on it. But that's about it really. We've got the 32mm tyres, which are the Continental Cross King CX tyres, 32mm, carbon handlebar. Drivetrain is a bit of a mix of Shimano SL6000 and M771 cassette, and the Shimano dual clutch derailleur. I can't remember the model number now, but yeah, so it's pretty decent. It gets me from A to B. It's my favourite bike actually. It's a great all-rounder to have, so it's much appreciated. And again, thank you for watching and enjoying part of this journey. So I'm going to have a little rest now and head back home. I'm not going to film all that, so I've used probably most of my phone memory at the moment filming this. So yeah, thank you for watching guys. Please like and subscribe. Enjoy the sunny days and the summer and the bike season, and get out on your bike. Thanks. Bye.